Hi guys, welcome back. Before I head out into the forests, I thought I'd introduce you to the Wayfayrer meals. Flat pack, fold, put it in your BCB mug, heat up for 6 or 8 minutes, and then tear open and you've got a really nice meal. The calorie count of this wonderful recipe is quite reasonable actually. It's 152 calories per 100 gram, that's a 300 gram packet, and so that's just less than a high class butcher's pie. Wayfayrer meals are presented naturally by slow cooking each meal inside the pouch. I like the sound of that. The slow cook process works in partnership with our foil barrier packaging to lock in the flavour and ensure the food inside remains as fresh as the day it was cooked. Wayfayrer meals can be eaten straight from the pouch or cold, so you can head outdoors confident there's a great tasting nutritious meal always on hand when you need it. That sounds very good. So the whole point of taking on board flat pack pre-prepared meals is for convenience and making sure that the pots are not dirty and moving on without mess. Storage says here, well, this is April 26. It says here use by December 26. That's a really good shelf life, isn't it? It feels soft and mushy. It's not dead light, but it's about the weight, I think, probably of, well, it says here 300 grams, which is not a lot, is it? I like the idea that the flat pack can be stored as well down the back of your jacket or down the back of your ruck near your body heat and be warmed up as you go, and you could rip it open and eat it. You wouldn't have to cook it. It'd be still very nice cold or lukewarm. I like the fact that they're fairly flat packed, so there's 3 packs. Bars, you're not carrying a lot of bulk, so it's quite good. So the calorie count's good and they're very compact, so I think they're a good idea, so we'll give them a try. I know you like to see me throwing all my garlic and chilies and stuff into a pot and boiling it up, but it's a bit of a hassle thereafter for cleaning. But you know, a bit of moss off the ground and some spare water and off you go, you can still manage. But if you're doing quite a distance walking in the summer with a lot of heat, you want absolute hygiene. I have an old buddy I haven't seen for ages, but Mickey Roo used to use some kind of organic bleach in his BCB overnight and then give it a good rinse out in the morning and he was ready to go again. So that is his system, so that's probably the best system if you're going on for 2 or 3 days for hygiene purposes. So let's crack on, get outside, it's a beautiful day, why don't you join me? And welcome back. Today's objective is 1, to look out for wild geese, a little bit walk through the forest and then I come to a big expanse of water, so I'm hoping to get some fairly close-up shots of the geese. Objective 2, it's Wayfairer's survival food, and objective 3 is just to do a recce and be outdoors. Until then, stand by. To move relatively quietly. I can hear pheasants in this direction. I'm sure I heard some geese about a quarter mile through the forest. So as I approach the water, I'm just going to be silent. Bear with me. One small advantage of being out in mid-April is the undergrowth is quite low, so it's relatively easy access. However, the water levels are quite high since the winter only disappeared days ago, so the lake is, or the loch rather, is right up at the edge, so the walking around the edge of the loch isn't so easy, boggy. But I know there are ways of getting close. There are no geese at this end, so I can talk to you, but in about half an hour I may have reached a quiet part of the loch where very few people visit except the occasional fisherman, and so it should be fairly silent, and the geese might just be visible. I know I've got an osprey on this island here as well. I'll have a look, see if it's started its nesting. It should have done. But this year it might well have been scared off by the volume of people who are here in the summer canoeing. Anyway, got to get through all this now. One of the important things about coming into heavy cover is to wear the right gear. Rip-proof jackets and trousers, good footwear, face protection and eye protection if you need to use it, and to move quietly and slowly and carefully. Well, it doesn't seem too right to push into the open, but to stay in cover at the moment, because all the bird life, there's about 5 or 6 different types here. Geese, yeah, further out on the island. Keeping away from open spaces and probably nesting. So the best thing is keep a low profile. So it's time to set up pitch and get some of this MRE on the boil. Stand by. So this is today's product. The recipe is chili and rice. The whole idea is convenience, so you don't have these dirty pot situations to deal with. Well, I think that took about 4 minutes. Smells nice, looks nice. Yeah, very good. Well guys, that was a big success. I enjoyed that. It was a 10 out of 10 for Wayfayrer meals. They have quite a selection. Hot chili and all-day breakfast and others, and meatballs. So now I've got to get out of this jungle somehow. A lot of trees have been down this winter because it's been quite high winds. I think I have a way out. So till next time guys, take care and goodbye from me.